of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma here, and it's another look what I've been watching, even though that, I can't really get away with it not saying what the big blue thing is. But yes, it has been another week of what I've been watching. So this is the weekly series that basically goes over what I have been watching or what I have watched from the previous episode to this one over the span of a week. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's not a lot. There is quite a lot, and it's mainly because I focused on series and then managed to spam a few films of late. But we go in reverse order. So the first one is Darkman 3. So this was a gift from AJ's Movie Place. So really nice. I have two in this style, so it's good to get one. He also did gift me as well, as I try and throw. He also gifted me the first disc, or the disc of the first movie, which I do need to fit into there, but let's put it back that way because it sits a bit better. But I actually really enjoyed this movie. Obviously, it had the guy who played the Lawnmower Man in this, and obviously the guy who played the Mummy, which he looks very much like the Mummy. So I quite enjoyed this film. It was quite a nice, touching one. I say I very much, I like the series from start to finish, and I think this is a movie that definitely needs to rebooted. I think there is a lot of potential in here. It was very nice of what Sam Raimi did. I think a modern day version, maybe a change in a little bit of the Darkman suit, a little bit maybe from modern day times. And I think, you know, you could play in with stuff that he is partial musician, partial scientist, and obviously he has a very good keen ear for music and stuff, and that's how he synchronizes his voice to sound like people, because there are times where he doesn't look like he's too strong and then he is strong, and I think the cutting of the nerves and stuff, they need to just portray that in a little bit way. I think obviously there may have been a reduced budget and stuff for this, but I still like this. I thought this was quite good movie. Good to have all three of them in the collection now. The next one, obviously a steelbook that I picked up recently from CX. Still need to get rid of that sticker, but Taken 2, £2 it cost me. I say so as you look of Liam Neeson there, and Liam Neeson on the back. There's no special to it, I don't think. What is the picture? And there is Liam Neeson again, and I could have had some of his family in there, but not a bad. I say it was an alright movie watching, but you do notice, I think, a little bit. You see he is quite slow and how he does martial arts, whether Liam Neeson did a lot of his own stunts to show, but it's not a bad movie in my eyes. Then we go, the guys have been hounding me for this, and obviously you've got the new special edition or whatever, The Abyss, coming out. So I had this in the collection for ages. It's a digitally for remastered one. The screen would have been small, but I have a 58-inch TV, so actually it was quite wide in the grand scheme of things. I quite enjoyed this movie. It wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, and even when you go along, you kind of get. It kind of ended up being like an E.T. kind of movie, whereas there are scenes I thought he's going to be like an Aliens type of movie, but underwater. I mean, you can definitely see there are elements of the underwater scenes that work really well for James Cameron. You can see how he then took that on to obviously like Titanic and obviously Avatar's stuff. So I can get to see that. Obviously, stars the actor who plays Carl Reese, who's a bit of a nutcase, and quite a few actors popping up, actors and actresses are popping up later that I did notice from other stuff down the lane. Obviously, Carl Reese and obviously Ed Harris start together in The Rock. But I thought it was quite a good, movie. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I say it wasn't what I was expecting. But glad to have it in the collection, glad I bought it on DVD, and I don't think I will ever upgrade it. So then going back to the old size Black Rain, so I recently bought this again. This is a cheap pickup from CX, I think it was £2. Michael Douglas. Not realising he was in his 40s when he does this. I don't think he looks in his 40s, but him and Andy Garcia obviously find a criminal and take him back to Hong Kong. I think it's Hong Kong, and then obviously he gets away, stuff happens, and Michael Douglas goes on Rampage. It was very much a movie for its time of like the 90s action star movies, even if it's probably going to be 1890s now, just 1989, there you go, so it is late 90s, but it fits very well within the story. I enjoyed it. It's a nice kind of buddy cop, so to speak, one. There are a few elements I didn't really like, but there it is. Then we've kind of got a lot of series that I've been going through of late. So first one up is Log Horizon. So this is one I bought off Vinted. I think I paid just over a tenner. So it has, as you will see, season 1, season 2, and special. The special is just a recap of the first few episodes kind of combined in a movie, so you didn't need to watch that. And the end, I didn't really see much towards an end because there is more after this. But it is 2 series. I mean, I did enjoy it. The animation is nice. It is similar in ways to Sword Art Online, where they get trapped in, but there isn't a lot of explanation. And I must admit, there are points where they're just all about like anniversaries of like it's a birthday, it's a celebration, and that's it, rather than not as much action. I did find that a little boring, but especially when you get to season 2, I found they're doing this big raid and that most of the action should have been on there, but it's more about the young ones being trained up and stuff. And maybe if you play kind of D&D games or stuff like this, World of Warcraft, that's how it's like. But for me, I find it a tiddly bit boring in places. Not to give it, I liked it overall, like the characters in the world and some of the designs, but I say I would prefer Sword Art Online, but that is just me. And then there's no point, I will do these 2 together because this is obviously Line of Duty 4 and Line of Duty 5. So this is a great British series about AC-12. So AC-12 is anti-corruption unit, so they look for corrupt cops. You have the head of them and the 2 kind of lower down ones. And then you have a main character that kind of comes into all of the series, and this is a great one. I haven't watched season 6, but so far season 1 took a little while to get into, but season 2 onwards I have really enjoyed this. In fact, it all starts linking in towards season 3, and there's higher ups and there's a lot of stuff going on. It is a great one. 6 episodes, about an hour long, so you know you can do about half a series a night, give or take, maybe a whole series if you dedicate yourself to. But Line of Duty, definitely glad to have these watched and have them in the collection. But that has been my little video of look what I've been watching this week. Is there anything in there that you agree with my thoughts, disagree with my thoughts, or maybe there's something in there that you think actually if he likes these sorts of films or series he'd like this one? Please let me know. Also recommendations, very happy for them. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Screen Time. This is Look What I've Been Watching, and I shall see you in the next one.